Hello everybody, my name is William Jamin. Welcome to my channel. So let's continue to sculpting. So we play around with all sort of a UV unwrap, got this texture painting, and we draw the brows as well as the beard. And this is just some sort of placeholder, and I just want to show you guys that you can do that, especially if you want to create a 2D or 2.5D sort of a combination of 2D and 3D art. And of course we can add all sorts of interesting hair or horn design, something like that. And I think pretty good. And don't worry about the hair right now, because this is just a sort of a placeholder. We will have a better way to generate hair, and that is super realistic. You don't need to worry about that. And so let's just get rid of the hair, and I think this looks pretty good except for the eye. Okay, so we can use the same method to paint eye, and let's do that quickly, and you guys can review it, and I will share with you guys a few quick and cool tricks along the way. Okay, so first, of course, you got to go back to object mode, and of course in order to look at it quickly, you don't need it to render. Okay, so if you texture, you can just just material or object view. Okay, so you don't need to got to computational intensive task for your computer. Okay, then I'm going to just choose one eye, left or right eye. You don't need to worry about it, because it's just a placeholder. I'm going to duplicate that and put it here. Okay, so let's just choose left eye, and let's just paint on it. So first, of course, let's tab object edit mode and A to select everything, right click and UV unwrap faces and smart UV project, and then let's just UV project, and right here we got the right side of it, and better one image. Sorry, that's sort of an overlap. We can't do that. I'm going to unwrap it. Okay, so I'm going to save it and make a new image. Okay, so we got better one. We got a facial here, right? We don't need a facial here, and let's just create a new one. All right, so a new image and open image. Let's just create a new image. Okay, and that image would be eye and material eye image. Sorry about that. Eye image, and let's just create a new, so you can choose that one, but now it's just completely black. And of course you can UV unwrap it here. So right now, A, select all, right click, UV unwrap, and smart UV project, and here we are. And this would be the eye image. Okay, and of course you can add materials. Okay, so let's go to this, and let's create a new material, and that will be eye material. Okay, matte for short, and let's create it. Of course, you just create an eye material. I think it may be double T, and matte, whatever you like. Okay, and let's play around with this later, but first let's just draw on it. So Shift and A, go texture, and we get this image texture, put it here, and this time we can do it quicker. We got eye image, right, and color, base color, and then we can start Shift and tab, Control and tab, and go to this texture paint mode, and we can start our painting. For now it's just black. We can use this fill quickly. I'll use this bucket to quickly got the color to I think we can get this. I think just make it normal, right? Maybe something like this. Okay, and we can click that, and you got some color. And of course we need to paint it. So let's let me just zoom it out. And maybe manually zoom in. Okay, let's start paint it. So I'd like to add a sort of interesting design to it. So for example, if you got a pretty interesting iris color, we're going to be able to draw it. I think it's not completely black. Let's just draw it first, so you guys can see how this is done. Okay, so this is like a draw on a surface, and of course you can make it much bigger. So okay, so this will be his eye, and after that, let's use a different color. Maybe let's change it to something interesting. For example, a blue color. Let's call it blue color inside. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Like a comic style blue color. Okay. And let's just make it smaller. I'm not sure whether I can get it on the first go, but I will just try my best. Okay, I don't know the final result of it. I just go with the flow. Okay, go with the flow, and yeah, of course you can smudge it, because at the edges you can smudge it to make it smooth. You don't want these hard edges. Okay, you want it got a pretty smooth edges, so sort of just smudge it to let it blend. Okay, just let it blend. And of course we can add in different color as well. So for example, I got this let's just change that to let's find it, maybe darken it a little bit. And then I got the that's too big, because I can smudge it, so it's recommended just got it smaller than that. And you can even get it I don't know whether you guys watch the anime Naruto yet, but you got a Sharingan here, right? You can even got that. And yeah, well, I might just another eye, I might just got the Sharingan style, but let's just get a pretty normal, so-called normal. It's not guaranteed normal. Okay, so let's smudge this out. Smaller. Let's smudge it. Just to get it too much. Sorry. Pretty hazel feeling about the eye. We don't want too reflective. We don't want anything too clean. And of course, you can add this reflections using another tool. Let me just check to the rendering. Oh, that's so scary. It's so scary. Okay, that's a little bit scary. And let's got this skull here, and the skull, I think the material the skull is using maybe it's eye matte. It shouldn't be eye matte, it should be a better one. And I don't think I saved that. Ooh. Oh, yeah, sorry, I did not save it. Alright, sorry guys. Yeah, I made a really silly mistake, is that I did not save my previous image. So after I painted spent a lot of time on that, and I just forgot to save it. So yeah, I did not edit it out because I really want you guys to learn from my mistake. That yeah, don't do that. It will cost you a lot of time to, yeah, if you spend half of days on that painting and it's gone. Okay, so you do need to save it, and because sometimes the workspace may be too crammed up and you do not save it, okay, or it's gone, so you need to, yeah, find it. Okay, so maybe it just got covered up and you need to scroll that. If there's asterisk here, you need to pay a special attention, you need to save it. Okay, so yeah, after you have done the previous material, so that material would be facial hair matte material, right? And we got the facial hair image, and I'm going to, yeah, I repaint it, even though so that's slightly different than the last one. Yeah, and you need to save it. Okay, so save as, and we'll just go to this directory. This is low poly, but it should be high poly. But yeah, let's just save it first. Okay, so save as the image. Okay, let's just save it first, and then there's asterisk gone, and you can start a new one. All right, so let's go to the left eye here, and let's just exit this go to this object mode. Okay, you don't need to render it so quickly. I'll do all that pretty quick, so I can quickly get this over with. Okay, so yeah, just do that again, and of course you need to create a new image. Okay, so let's create a new image, render, yeah, new image, and that image will be a name of img, okay, image, and of course you need to add a new material. Okay, so facial hair material, and that material name would be I material. Okay, matte material, and yeah, and remember the facial hair material, you can add a roughness so it won't reflect. Some model, I watch a lot of India modelers and sculptors model. They sometimes just make it too reflective, and it's unnatural. Okay, so yeah, it's just a personal preference. I don't really want this to be too reflective. And we can get to this yeah, we need to unwrap it first. Sorry, we choose that, we go to tab, go to the edit mode, A to select everything, right click, UV unwrap faces, and smart UV project, and we got our image, so we can safely got that here. Okay, and yeah, this time it's completely black, so we can got the material added. So let's add a material. Okay, material, and I think we already got this eye material here. Of course you can just get a new one. Okay, but if you already got it, you don't need to do multiple times. And then you got this input texture, image texture, put it here, color, quickly do that, and got this image as the eye image. Okay, and then you can just paint on it, and control tab, go to this texture paint mode first, fill that. Okay, and I think my first drawing is not so good anyway, so might as well just start over. Right, got this lighten it up a little bit, tilted yellowish but not too green, because if you do that this person might become a little bit sick, so maybe like that. I don't know whether the result will be. Let's just try this out. Okay, let's go to render, and as you guys can see, you keep the face and the brow and the hair. I think I may draw this up a little bit because it's too extrude. Okay, should get this above this cheekbone. Okay, but yeah, never mind, you can adjust that later. Okay, I'm going to adjust that later. This time I'm going to get this little bit brown. I don't want that. Maybe just this color. You can switch it back. Okay, switch it back, apply it, and you re-render, and you can see that. Okay, I think this looks pretty good. And of course you can just get this drawing, and let's just focus on that. Okay, holding shift so you can move it, and I'm going to quickly draw that. Okay, we can smudge it later on, but just draw a circle. You don't need to be completely perfect circle, but I think this one is pretty good. And of course, the pupil here. And the rest of it, you can use all sorts of color. And so I think the normal color would be like this. Most of the time, or just to use the sort of grayish color like this. Okay, you can do all sorts of changes to that, but it's not recommended to choose too bright, so maybe something like this. Or if you have to use sort of a magic feeling, you can get a green or bluish, and adjust that to much more bright color. You can do that, and of course you can do even do a Sharingan feeling. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate a Sharingan feeling. You can got this pretty yellow. You can got a little dark, and then got a brush. Let's get a Sharingan. I already talked about Sharingan a few times. I think I might as well just do that. That's too bright. Maybe just yeah, this all depends on you. You can do all sort of design. You can just sort of like choose your own character sort of thing, and just to draw your own character. And of course you can smudge it. You can smudge it just to make sure this the sort of blend in with the rest of the eye. And yeah, that's basically it. If you want a super realistic, you can get a small one like this, and you got the dark color, and you got all this dotted line. Okay, because it's got a sort of a mixture with the Sharingan, it might get a little bit weird. So let's just cover the center pupil here, and you can smudge all that. Just to get a pretty hazed feeling. But I think the red color got a pretty sort of as if this person's eyes hurts. And yeah, just design whatever that fits your story. Okay, so whether you want to tell a story about I don't know, you can do all sort of a story. Okay, let's just leave it here because of the lighting. This got a little bit. Okay, so this has got a pretty scary Sharingan eye, and that's Sharingan in real life. I think it's pretty scary. I think the reason for it's a little bit scary is that it sort of got all this black space as a background color, and we sort of we human got pretty sensitive with the color red. So yeah, it's not good. So maybe I think just covering it pretty common color, for example blue, and let's play around with it. Okay, I'm not sure whether this result will be good. Then I want to fix this by covering more. Okay, so as you guys can see, what I just draw will be at the right top of it. So this is better. Okay, then you can switch to black and just cover, sorry, just switch that and cover the rest of it, because you're not choosing the face, so you can just draw over it and it will not have anything wrong. Okay, yeah, I think I might accidentally draw some of the back here. Yeah, don't worry, I will deal with that later, but let's just deal with this bad boy. We got this pupil here, and I think I might as well just add a little bit realistic line here. So we got line like this, you can add it just to indicate this a real eye here, rather than just some model that you just made. And in order to make it realistic, you can just smudge it to make it sort of blend in. And I think maybe I need to got the bluish part much more space than this original space. I feel this. Okay, and as you guys, if you're wondering what is right side, it's just a reflection of the light. Okay, so that's pretty big eye, I think. Let's go back to rendering mode and well, I think it's pretty scary. Okay, and of course you can change the textures, roughness, and metallic, because I think the eyeball is a little bit reflective, so you can decrease the roughness. Okay, so it become pretty smooth, right? You reflect it and increase the metallicness. Oh, maybe that's too much. And I think the edges is a little bit too much, so maybe I will smooth this to sort of smudge it to make it a fuzzled. Because in nature we don't need a perfect sort of a perfect square for that. And let me just smudge this centered thing. And I think pupil center is a little bit too big. Let me just smudge it. Can I just smudge it inside a little bit? And the rest of it, I would like to smudge it out a little bit. And I think I need to change the pupil's direction as well as the size. So let's just try this. Okay, object mode R and x-axis. Okay, maybe need to rotate it up a bit. Maybe scale it down a bit because I think it may be too big. Let's render it. This isn't more natural. Okay, of course I can change eyelid as well, but let's just use this one, right? And yeah, it's just a placeholder. You don't need to take it too seriously, but let's just go to object mode and just delete this one. You got this command deduplicate, and you can grab it x-axis, so you can move it here. Okay, of course you need to manually adjust that a bit because the position is a little bit weird. So what I'm going to do is to maybe rotate it at the z-axis a little bit, so move it around a little bit, and maybe rotate the x-axis, move it up a touch. Just don't look this person look weird. Okay. Ooh, pretty dark eyes. Yeah, as if he said imagine something, right? And let's go to texture in case I need to. Yeah, it's like Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad with a Superman's eye, something like that. And pretty good. Let's got the hair out. Oh, this set. Pretty interesting combination of a character. Hi. By the way, I really like this man bold. Okay, so I think this is a good character design, rather than just got a horn at the top of his head. So yeah. In object mode, I think this eye got a little bit weird. Let's just rotate it a little bit. Let's rotate it to z-axis. I think maybe left a bit. Maybe I need to move it down and x-axis. Okay. Yeah, I think I need to move it to the right a touch. Yeah, since everything is movable, you can sort of change that later. Okay, so you don't need to worry about too much. So if that does not work out, you can always change that. Okay, and the brow, I think I need to grab it a little bit. This is just a fine-tuning of this. Okay, so you don't need to worry too much about that. So let's choose the skull. Okay, and go to this control tab. We got this skull mode. All right, and I think I sort of need to grab this down a bit. Because that's just too much of the extrusion. Okay, and I think I need to give it more space. Do not need to render it right now. Maybe just push it inside a little bit. side, holding control of course, just push it a little bit. Okay, you don't want this guy to look too surprised. And the eyelid part, I need to grab it up a bit, because if it do not go up, I think it's a little bit weird. Let me just add a nice curve here, and downward parts, let me just lift it up. Okay, and maybe just gotta stretch a little bit. Lift it up and holding control to stretch it that position a little bit. Maybe I lift too much. This is just a fine tuning, don't need to worry too much about it. It's just yeah, just don't make your character, that's the basic principles, don't make it look too weird. You can add a little bit of weirdness, but just don't too weird, nothing too weird. Okay, maybe just a little bit rotated, still not too satisfied with this eye. Ooh, it's gone, sorry. Yeah, I think that's better. And I may need to name this guy. Do I need to rotate it? To be honest, I'm a little bit confused now. I don't know whether I need to rotate it or not. Maybe just here. Yeah. Alright, so yeah. And I think this is a already pretty long tutorial, and yeah, that's I think most valuable part about this is that don't make that not safe mistake. Okay, so if you're pretty finished, you can tap this image and you need to save as. Okay, and then we got this image PNG, you need to save as save as that, in case you add another image and material and everything is gone. Okay, and that's my suggestion of it. The hair, you can add it, you can just skip it, you can just paint it a different color. Yeah, just need to repeat the process. Let's just give it a quick color on that. Okay, and let's just finish it. I already think that the tutorial was too long. Okay, so let's just quickly select the hair and edit mode. Let's manually edit mode, right? And select everything. We got the, I need to get a new one here, so maybe that will be I don't know, hair img, right? I got it here, and remember everything still saved. It's just a new image. You can get a material. Of course, you can choose the material that you already got, for example the eye or whatever, but for now let's just make a new hair matte. That would be, you can see that once you got the hang of it, everything just become quicker. Okay, so unwrap, smart UV project, go that project and to the right side of it. Yeah, I don't want to fix it because it's just placeholder. I will just get rid of this whole later, because we can use another function to generate that. And yeah, Shift A, got that texture, image texture, got it here, and choose this. I think we call that here img color, base color. This is basically note connect. Yeah, you don't need to worry too much. Control tab, got this texture paint, and I'm not going to spend too much time on it, so I just use this to fill. Got the I think the black is already pretty good. and the rendering mode, maybe I need to decrease this the metallic. Oh, metallic is already 0. If I increase that, it will get pretty sticky, I think. Decrease that, it will become too reflective. So I'm going to, if you decrease the roughness, it will just like a hair gel, sort of a sticky material. So I'm going to decrease it, but too much of it, it will just get a rubber feeling, and that is not good. So maybe just play around with them, this metallic as well. Metallic and roughness is one of the two favorite material attribute that I want to change. Maybe I just change a different color and give you a different feeling about it. So let's get a fiery this part, but darker it. Okay, let's put it back. Ooh, that's so cool. Oh, that's pretty cool, but that's too reflective, I think. And yeah, as you guys can see, if you change the color of it, become pretty easier, much easier for you to look at the change of the materials. Okay, so the metallic may be too much, so I can decrease it, and it's like a Lego. And the roughness, you can increase that. You can see that it's like a rock something, and you can make it reflective, like sort of a watery thing. Okay, I think this looks pretty cool. Let me just make it like water. Okay, and make it metallic water. Oh, that's pretty bloody. But if you decrease that, it's like a low pixel sort of a Lego kind of thing. This looks pretty good as well. As like, so it, and I think, because yeah, this all depends on you, whether you want your character to look like a, yeah, I think this looks pretty cool. It's like it's a fluid, but sort of a stick here, like he's got the ketchup on his head, and I think it's pretty fun. Okay, so let me just leave it here. Of course, I think we won't be using this here, just to show you that you can play around with this material. Okay.